free to judge.
58 historians, as I think you may know, did this for C-SPAN. And they were all across the political spectrum, and they came out in general terms that you were 21st. And on public persuasion and economic management, they gave you a 5th. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
They gave you a 41st on moral authority.
They're wrong about that.
After Nixon.
They're wrong about that. You know why they're wrong about it? They're wrong about it.
Why, sir?
Because we had $100 million spent against us and all these inspections. One person in my administration was convicted of doing something that violated his job responsibilities while we were in the White House. 29 in the Reagan-Bush years. I bet those historians didn't even know that. They have no idea what I was subject to and what a lot of people supported. No other president ever had to endure someone like Ken Starr indicting innocent people because they wouldn't lie in a systematic way. No one ever had to try to save people from ethnic cleansing in the Balkans and the people in Haiti from a military dictator who was murdering them and all the other problems I dealt with, while every day an entire apparatus was devoted to destroying him. And still not any example of where I ever disgraced this country publicly. I made a terrible personal mistake, but I paid for it many times over. And in spite of it all, you don't have any example where I ever lied to the American people about my job, where I ever let the American people down, and I had more support from the world and world leaders and people around the world when I quit than when I started. And I will go to my grave being at peace about it. And I don't really care what they think.
Oh, yes, you do.
They
sir.
have no idea.
Excuse me, Mr. President. You care. I can feel it across the room.
No,
you
I
feel
care.
it very deeply.
I care. You don't want to go here, Peter. You don't want to go here. Not after what you people did. And the way your network, what you did with Kenneth Starr. The way your people repeated every little sleazy thing he leaked. No one has any idea what that's like. That's where I failed. You want to know where I failed? I really let it. It hurt me. I thought I lived in a country where people believed in the Constitution, the rule of law, freedom of speech. You never had to live in a time when people you knew and cared about were being indicted, carted off to jail, bankrupted, ruined, because they were Democrats and because they would not lie. So I think we showed a lot of moral fiber to stand up to that. To stand up to these constant investigations, to this constant bodyguard of lies, this avalanche that was thrown at all of us. And yes, I failed once, and I sure paid for it, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the American people. I'm sorry for the embarrassment they performed. But they ought to think about the way the rest of the world reacted to it.